Hello everyone, this is Dar here with a video response to the Snes versus Super Famicom design video that the HappyConsoleGamer, Johnny Millennium and Robman done, which basically just looked at the two different designs of the Super Nintendo, the North American version, and the Super Famicom, the Japanese one, and also the European one, which I am from Europe, of course, the UK, Northern Ireland to be exact. And that is the one we got, which is right here, and it looks pretty damn messy, gross now, because the fact it's just so fading yellow there, pretty much. But this is the original one I had. This is pretty much the only console from back in the retro days, back before PlayStation, that I still have my original one. I got it in Christmas 1983, so I did, with the Super Mario All-Stars bundle, and to this day I still have it. So I have that for 18 years this year, same with Super Mario All-Stars, and just love playing it. And the fact of the matter is, I did not know till a few years later that North America had a different a different design on their system now. When I seen it though, I don't know. I think it might have been in the store, like a certain store somewhere around here, like a second-hand store, I believe. I forget, or it might have been online, but I kind of forget. But I do remember looking at the actual cartridges, and they looked different to what ours were. But when I first seen the system, I didn't like it. I thought it was quite ugly. I didn't like the purple, space, the purple, power or eject button or whatnot. And it just looked really different though. And I like the fact this one is, like Robman said, just sleek, nice, sleek design. I like the symbol at the top as well, the logo with the 4 different colors. And also, of course, the controller is pretty much the same. I like the fact that they're colored, different colors, so they are. And you didn't get that with the North American version. You got the shades of purple on the face buttons, which I didn't like either. And I'm just pretty glad that we got the actual, the Japanese version now, Japanese design as opposed to the North American design. Because the fact is, we got ours last, we got the console last, of course. I'm just glad that we got the better design at the end of the day. So it is. And as I say, I got it in Christmas '93. Got Super Mario All-Stars. I still have it to this day. And some of my happiest gaming memories back during my childhood, I've been playing Super Nintendo games like Donkey Kong Country. Whereas this is not my original Snes controller, because it eventually broke on me. It broke on me, fortunately, and I had to get a new one. And I ended up getting a third-party controller, which was in the shape of a Genesis controller, Mega Drive controller, if you're from Europe. And it's pretty much different. Like, you can see it in the middle there, it's all these different settings for each of the buttons, like off or turbo or auto. But they're pretty much the same colored buttons as is on an actual, official Super Nintendo controller, but in the shape of a thing. Even the D-pad is pretty much like the one you see on on a Mega Drive, and pretty much the face buttons look the same as well, like the same kind of font style and that there. So it's pretty weird indeed, pretty weird. But I used that to play Donkey Kong Country, but then eventually I got one. I think I might have gotten it from old friend of my brother's, so I did, and I think I just got one from them. I don't think I had to buy another one. And pretty much I've used it ever since then, and it's never gone busted on me ever again. But like I said, my happiest gaming memories are just basically playing Super Nintendo games. Just classics. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which is my favourite Zelda, and also my favourite game of all time. Super Mario World, Super Mario All-Stars, Super Castlevania 4, Super Metroid, and just some of the, kind of cool games like, F-Zero, Super Bomberman series, A game I quite like, which pretty much I got on a whim. My mother bought it for me, like this was like years ago, called Pluck, which I quite like. It's a cute little platformer, and it pretty much uses limbs. Kind of before sort of like Rayman existed, because this came out in '93, and you know Rayman came in fruition in '95 on the PlayStation and that. And just so many games as well there. You know, Disney games were great back then. The Capcom games, like they were done by Capcom. You know, this Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Aladdin, and some of those like great games, and some of them I have in my collection, and some I do not. And I need to expand my Snes collection, because there is certain games I like to get, but the fact is, certain games never came out here, and they kind of sucked, but they never did. Like I never got into the Final Fantasies. Earthbound never came here. Chrono Trigger, some of the other JRPGs like Super Mario RPG never came out here. But thankfully you can like you get. I don't have them though, but some of them are pretty expensive, to get on eBay nowadays. And also, if I want to play one, I'd actually have to get like maybe either an actual US version, which I kind of don't want, or I can get some sort of converter that just to plug in that console and makes me play US and Japanese games with no problem whatsoever. Then, but that's pretty much all I have to say though. I just wanted to sort of give my thoughts on the situation. I'm just glad that they pretty much like the Super Famicom or like the European version better, because that is the better design, and the US one, the North American one, is just it's kind of ugly, and I do not like it whatsoever. So anyway, that's all now. Thank you guys. Keep up the good work. Ciao.